the point where the car had a few wiring and fuel things left to do. At this point, my knee injury was getting worse. This was about the time when the pandemic started and my surgery was being delayed, which I understand because I was in a lot of pain, it wasn't a priority. Folks with cancer and other serious health issues needed treatment way more than I did. So all my car projects slowed kind of to a crawl. Around this time, my wife was laid off like so many other people during the pandemic. At this point, we were living on our savings, and the first thing to go was the car trailer. Shortly after that, my wife and daughter were involved in a distracted driving accident. The other driver was 100% at fault. Other than some scrapes and bruises from the seatbelts and airbags, they were both okay, thankfully. Our 2014 F-150 was sadly totaled by the insurance, so we paid off the balance of the loan and kept the difference and decided not to buy another truck. We bought a small car with no payment that we could afford cash. So I found myself not able to work on the Mustangs and now having a non-titled race car with no truck or trailer to tow it. My life and situation, plus some personal issues, led me to the decision to pull apart the Rusty Box. I regret it to this day, but I did what I had to do at the time to take care of my family and do what was best for myself. I knew a guy from northern Quebec, probably about 12 hours away, and he has a 4i collection that I can only dream of. And he came by and made an offer for the Rusty Box as a roller. I didn't want to take it, but I was in a situation where I couldn't say no. So I pulled it apart and made the deal. This was one of the many regrettable choices I made during this time period. The consequences of some of these decisions cause hurt to this day. My intention was to keep the Rusty Box drivetrain and put it in my green 91 LX. But during this time I was offered an amount of money for the drivetrain that I again couldn't refuse. I'm not one to sell cars or parts, so it took everything inside of me to be able to sell. I spent the last 2 years going through surgeries on both my knees, working on myself as a person, my marriage, my family, and my house. I'm happy and I'm proud to say that I'm back to the mark I was 2.5, 3 years ago. I'm now healthy mentally and physically. I'm ready to build some cars. We have a lot to come on this channel. I ask that you stick around and see what we have in store. Oh, I'm gonna miss this old girl. Bye, Rusty. Well, one last time I'm gonna get to see it, following it to the highway. Oh well, as sad as it is, it's time to move on.